Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today I am going to be sharing with you my monthly favourites for August. Yes, there has been a delay. I really wanted to actually share this with you at the end of August, but of course I was feeling under the weather and I had 4 days off. So I am a little bit behind, but I've managed to fit this video in midweek, and I'm very, very excited about sharing with you what I loved in August. I've got some products that I shared with you. I've also got some products that I've returned to, products that I've had for a while and I've only just started using, but I'm going to start off with this, and it is an eyeshadow brush, and it is the Crease contour brush number 251 from Primark, and this was £3.50. There is 3 brushes within the collection or pack of eye brushes, and yeah, really love it. It is perfect for that transitional shade, so that first shade that you lay down. It's so big, so fluffy, and I just love it. I've used it so many times, but it keeps its white tip there. I just love it. I also love the fact that it's got a matte handle. It's not rubber, so I just wanted to mention that, but it's matte and I just love it. It's perfect. Of course, nothing is ever going to put me off the eye contour brush from Primark, but this one, I think you can lay down that second eyeshadow and get into the crease there really well, and this particularly works so beautifully for that first transitional shade that you lay down, and you don't have to be necessarily too neat and tidy with that. So I've been loving that. I've now got 2 packs of those, so obviously one's in the wash and one I can use. I think I probably need another one, but I shall pick that up at some point. Okay, now I want to share this, if I can reach it, some nail polishes. Now, you have been asking me which nail polishes I have been wearing. Now, it's very rare for me to find nail polish that lasts for me, and I've been wearing some bright pinks over the last week or so. Even though obviously I wasn't wearing these in August, I was still wearing the brand of nail polish in August, throughout August actually, and the brand is Kiko, and it's the Smart Fast Dry Nail Lacquer. I actually picked up a number of these in their most recent sale, so I was able to pick up quite a few, and obviously I'm now getting to test out all of the shades. I always wear nail polish on my toes, on my toenails, but of course you don't see that because it is only my hands that is displayed on camera. And I have been wearing this, and you have been asking me what this colour is, and it's number 072. So there it is. Now, I can't remember the price of the nail polishes, but I think they are quite inexpensive, and obviously I will link them down below for you if you want to have a look. But if you go in store, if you're lucky enough to have a Kiko store now, as we are in Norwich, it is just like nail polish heaven. They have every single colour you could ever want in store, and it is just so difficult to choose. So this one I'm loving. It's not a flat colour either. It's not just a gloss. It has got some shimmer to it, so I hope you can see that. It is just beautiful, and I do find that shimmer lasts longer on my nails. With this brand, it lasts me about 2 to 3 days before it starts chipping and I have to remove it. Obviously I do washing up, in the garden, housework, all of that, and obviously it all tells on your nails, but this brand, it does tend to last quite a while. I've been really impressed with the formula. The next shade that you've been asking for is, or asking about, sorry, is 019, and it's this shade. So I wore this one, I think, at the tail end of last week, and then this one I've been wearing at the beginning of this week, I think. But yeah, these two have been in my most recent videos, and again, I love this. This is more shimmery than the first one, but again, it's bright pink, it's beautiful, absolutely love it. And this one has been on my toes now for, I think, about 3 or 4 days. No chips whatsoever, but I do find that with when you paint your toenails, does tend to last a bit longer, well, a lot longer. Okay, I've got another product that I want to share with you, and it is the Body Shop's Strawberry Body Yoghurt. So it is the body yoghurt from Body Shop, but I've got the fragrance strawberry. I actually shared this with you, sorry. You can tell I'm getting excited because I'm now trying to spit out all of my words all at once. I purchased this a while ago, but it's only recently that I've been using it. I usually use a very thick, intensive body butter from Vaseline on my legs. They are very, very dry, so that's why I do that. And then on my upper half of my body, I don't need anything quite so intensive, although the Body Shop's body butter is perfect, and I used to use that all of the time. But I most recently started using this because I was going through my Vaseline body butter so quickly because I was putting it on all over me every single day. So I thought, actually, I've had this for a while, let me try this, and this is amazing. So of course it has that beautiful, wow, strawberry scent from the Body Shop, which I absolutely love. It's my favourite. If I could bathe in it, I would. I know that you can get you can get the bubble bath as well. I should get that as well because I just love this fragrance so much. I've used quite a bit of it. You only need a little bit of this, so like a fingertip amount of this, and it will cover my whole arm. It's very, very moisturizing, but a little goes a long way. So it's going to last me a while, and I think I've now been using it for about 4 or 5 weeks, and even though I've been using it for that length of time, I haven't really gone through too much because you just don't need too much of it. It's like jellified because it's like a gel formulation and it soaks into the skin so quickly. I would recommend this to anybody because it is just beautiful, and they do offer it in a number of fragrances as well. Okay, the next is this from Revolution Pro, and it is the Illuminator. It's an illuminating topper for the eyes, lips and face. I picked up the shade Famous, so it comes in a box like this. I have been using this a lot. I really have enjoyed this. I used this a couple of days ago actually. Used this a couple of days ago, and it really gives the skin a real luminous look to the skin. It's beautiful. It doesn't pull off my foundation. It mixes in with foundation. You can use it on your eyelids. You can use it on your lips. It is just stunning. The only thing that I would say about applying it to the eyelid is a little goes a long way. Don't layer it up too much because it just will not dry down. Obviously, if you've got a little bit of hooded hooded lids like I have, initially when I used it, I put so much on it just wouldn't dry down. But you just don't need that much, and I just love it. It's beautiful. I think it's £5 or £6, and they do 2 or 3 shades in it. It is just stunning. So it looks like that, and then I always tap it out wherever I'm using it, and it just looks beautiful. Stunning. I think this is the only liquid highlighter that I've ever really returned to because it just doesn't pull off my makeup. It just works beautifully, and I just love its luminosity. I love it. Just beautiful. That's the word I was looking for. Also, I was loving this. Now this I'm obsessed with. I probably was obsessed with it the month before and the month before that, but I had to mention it again because it's the only lip liner that I'm using, and it is the Revolution Renaissance lip liner in Chauffeur. I probably need backups of this. I went through my first one so quickly. I just love it. So this is my second one. It could even be my third one. I'm not quite sure, but I love it so much. Again, it's very inexpensive. I think it's is it £4 or £5? I just love it so much. It's that perfect colour. It needs a sharpen. I mean, I use it so much. It's that perfect colour that goes with pinks, goes with all the colours, neutrals, any colour I seem to put on my lip, and the colours that I enjoy to wear match this lip liner. I'm wearing a liquid lipstick from Jouer today, but this is the kind of colour that I like, and every single colour matches with this. So it doesn't really matter what lipstick I'm going for. If I apply this, it just seems to work. It's one of those universal colours that I think we all need in our makeup collection. So if you're thinking, yeah, I want to wear such and such lipstick, I'm not quite sure what lip liner to wear, this will probably work with it. I just love it. 2 lipsticks before I get onto the palettes of what I've been loving. The lipsticks that I've been, I mean, I just, ever since these released, I have worn near enough nothing else but. I've had to try and start using my Jouer liquid lipsticks because I've now had them for nearly a year. I've not really touched them because when this brand launched, I've just used nothing but, along with that lip liner. And of course it is the Revolution Pro Supreme lipsticks. Now there's 2 that I'm wearing at the moment. Same with the nail polish. These are the ones that I'm wearing going into autumn, but obviously throughout the summer I was wearing this brand. My absolute favourite colour is Heroin, but of course I've shared that with you so many times, but I thought I'd go with another 2 shades this time, and these are the ones that I have been wearing over the last couple of weeks. But I just can't stop using these lipsticks, and I know that they are only £2 on the Revolution site at the moment. It is just phenomenal because they certainly equal the high-end brands where you're paying 15, 16 or even £25 per lipstick. These equal that. They are so stunning. This one is in the shade Instigator, and it's a beautiful autumn shade. It is so gorgeous. It's very glossy, this one. Heroin, my favourite shade, is much more matte. This is much more glossy, so if you do not like that really matte feeling lipstick on your lips, this one is much more creamier, and you can see that from the sheen on it. Beautiful. Absolutely love it, especially at this time of year. And the other one that I'm loving at the moment is called Provocateur, which I never feel I can say properly. And again, very similar, but it's got a little bit more pink to it. And again, it's very glossy. So this one is more wine, I suppose. This one is more of a deep pink colour. I'm just going to wipe them off. I'll just give you one more look. So that's the second one, that's the first one, Instigator, Provocateur, and I'm just going to wipe those off because I know I'll get them all over my jumper. And even though I've wiped, the lip liner is not coming off, which is another reason why I like it. It's so long wearing, it is just amazing. Okay, August was a time for palettes. It was a time for collaboration palettes. It was a time for palettes in general, and there are some favourites that I am loving. So first of all, Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brought out the Vault collection, and this is what it comes in. It looks like this. I've taken them out because I've got my the palettes here so I can talk through which ones I love, but it came in that. And this was meant to be released, I think, at the tail end of June. There was some issues. I'm not going to go into the politics of the palette because there are so many videos on that. I just wanted to talk you through what I thought about the palettes and, you know, try-ons and things like that. And that's what I did on my channel. And I've got some favourites. Now there's one still that I've got to share with you, which I'm not going to talk about, but there's 2 out of the 3. I mean, I love all 3 of the palettes that I've shared, but there are definitely 2 that I absolutely love and that I've been using. And the first one was a real surprise, and it is called Bling Boss. Now when you look at the confetti, This one is a little bit more purple inspired, so it tells you that perhaps the eyeshadow's a little bit more purple. And it is. I was really surprised by this palette. I said that in my video that I shared with you. And also, if there are videos to any of these products that I'm sharing, you know, like the initial video for this, I will link that down below for you. If I had to, so if I looked at all 4 of these palettes and had to purchase them separately and it didn't come within a vault, what I would do is I would have ignored this palette, because I just thought from the pictures it's not for me, but it is one of my favourites. I love it, and it created a beautiful look on camera, and it's created some beautiful looks off camera as well. I will have to share more looks using these vaults, well, any of these palettes, and but it's just been such a busy time for new releases that it's been difficult fitting in the new releases, let alone second or third looks with palettes. But I will do that for you. But I just love the shades in here. You have got a transitional shade, and I think that's my only gripe with this collection. I love the colour story, but you only get 1 transitional shade within each palette, and I would have liked at least 2, but you get numerous shimmer shades, you get numerous deeper tones. Just an outstanding palette, and I love it so much. The next one that I'm absolutely loving, again, this was a surprise to me, because I thought out of the 4, you know, we've had those we've had those warm eyeshadow palettes, and I've mentioned it before, I want cooler tones, I want something different, but this palette really, well, it created a beautiful look, and it's called Ring the Alarm. So this one has got more of your orangey neutral confetti there, and it looks like this. Just absolutely outstanding. This can be more of your daytime appropriate look, and then it can be amped up as well with these other shades. It's just a stunning all-round palette. So if you love warms, you're going to love this. Just amazing. Of course, there was another Armed and Gorgeous palette that I shared with you. I don't know why, but this one disappointed me a little bit. I think it was the green. It didn't seem to it didn't seem to blend well, although the look actually turned out very well, and I really do like this coin shade, but the coin shade seemed to go everywhere, all over my face, and I don't know, and the green just wasn't, it blended out very sheerly, and I don't know, it just didn't blend like a lot of the other mattes within the palette, but it still looked beautiful. So I wouldn't certainly say that it's a rubbish palette, because the formula is still very good, but it's just not as, I suppose it's not one of my favourites as much as the other 2. Okay, so getting on to, and I've got to move these all round. I've got quite a pile of palettes here to share with you, because like I say, there were so many collaborations, so many new releases, and there was also a bunch of palettes that I have been revisiting. So I thought I would also share these with you as well. Now, I have shared with you my favourite lipsticks, which are Revolution Pro. I used to really love the Renaissance lipstick in the shade Greatest, but these have taken over that. I can't get enough of these. And the same with the eyeshadow palettes from Revolution Pro. I am still obsessed with these. And these 4 here, I keep dipping into these all through the summer. I'm still doing it now. I've worn these eyeshadows over the last couple of videos where I've not had to, you know, share with you a tutorial. I just love the formula. I just think they are amazing. So the ones that I keep going into is Revelation. So that one that is that Huda Beauty dupe with that pop of pink. Absolutely love this. I forgot how much I loved it until I revisited it in the summer, and then thought, wow, why am I wearing this more? So it's that one. This one, Goldmine, which I have started to wear again. Obviously it won't feature in September's favourites, but this one is going to be absolutely stunning for autumn. So Goldmine, just love it. It's very pumpkin looking shades in here. It would work beautifully in autumn. Another one, Mirage. This, oh my goodness, stunning. So if you like pinks and you like oranges, this is the one for you. Just absolutely gorgeous. And my absolute ultimate favourite, which you can see because it's so messed up and battered, is Unleashed. If I want a similar eye look to this, before I actually, and you'll know by down below, but it's the Petra palette that I've just actually done another tutorial on it. But if I wanted a look similar to this before, I would go for this one, Unleashed. So you can see I've really battered these two shades. It is just an outstanding palette. I think if I had to name my favourite from Revolution Pro, it would be this one. Just stunning. It's gorgeous, it's filthy, it's well used. I love it. Now getting on to the new ones that were released in August. The first one that I absolutely love is this one, and it's the I Heart Revolution Lemon Drizzle. I nearly said Lemon Drizzle Cake, but Lemon Drizzle Palette. It is a stunner. I really loved their inspiration behind this little collection of palettes that they launched. Beautiful. I was obsessed, and I'm still obsessed with yellow, but I'm now going more autumnal. So yeah, I really was obsessed with yellow throughout the summer, and this was perfect for me. I love it. It's sweet, it's gorgeous. Initially I thought it was chocolate. I'm not quite sure now, but it smells beautiful. Anybody who's on a diet, an endless diet like I am, I feel like I've been on a diet now for years. Obviously it's not that long, but anything that smells sweet and looks beautiful, I'm all about. So Lemon Drizzle, yes please. And so I can actually have lemon drizzle without actually piling on the calories. Love it. It's beautiful. Love the shades. Love everything about it. I love the other two, but out of the three palettes, this was my absolute favourite. I just love it to bits. Such a great idea. Now we're going on to the collaborations, if my voice can hold out. This is my second video of the day, so it's getting a little bit husky and I haven't got a drink, so I'll try and finish the video. Okay, my first collaboration, this I think is my favourite out of all of the collaborations that were released. It is the Kazoo palette. I have been reaching for this more and more and more. I just love the packaging. I've said it before, I've even done a video dedicated to the collaborations because there's been so many, but I just love the romance about the packaging, the pink, it's beautiful. I just love the shades. I particularly love Catwoman, which is this one. It's perfect transitional shade for me. I just love the shade Vampire, which is like a burgundy brown. I just think it's gorgeous, and in this one it has the grungy yellow tones that I was after. So you've got that one there, which is called Rain, and Gryffindor, which is the matte. So the first one, this one here, Rain, is a shimmer, this is the matte, and it is just stunning. So Lemon Drizzle gave me the yellows for summer. This is giving me the yellows for autumn. It's just a perfect palette. As I said in other videos, I could do without the highlight shades. Doesn't really bother me. I would, and I've said this before, I would love to have seen more eyeshadow choices from Kazoo. She really chose so well. Absolutely perfect combinations here, and I've used this so much. Love it. So that was the first one. I suppose I'm probably going to share with you the palettes in order of how much I like them, so popular down to my least favourite, I suppose. So my favourite down to least favourite, but I love them. Otherwise, I would not be mentioning them in my favourites. The next one is one that I have used so much, and it is the Revolution Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette. So it looks like that. Again, it's got my finger marks all over it. I'm wearing this today. So it looks like this. I just love this. Now, the only thing that's missing from this palette is a blush, but I can forgive Imogen because the shades are so amazing. So I've used this one today. I've used this one as a highlight. The highlight is outstanding. If you, like me, like that glow from within look, then that one there, which is called Slay My Life, is perfect. It's a duo highlight, but they mix together beautifully. And then Warrior is the middle shade. It's filthy, but I do use it. That is my favourite, I suppose, from the three, but I could use all of them. Haven't got round to using these yet, but my Obsessive Contour palette is nearly seen, well, it's nearly totally gone now, so I will be using these up very soon. Perfect. I just love it. Like I say, the only thing that's missing is that blush. If it had the blush, I wouldn't have to reach for anything else. But yeah, really love it. And Imogen did a fantastic job with her collaboration. Of course, I had to mention this, and it is Imogen's eyeshadow palette. In the same packaging, if I can open it. Again, I have been using this so much. It is filthy. I don't know if you can see it, but it has definitely got makeup all over it. I really love it. I love the transitional shades that are bigger in here. I just love her colour story. I love everything about it. I won't say too much about it because I've mentioned it a lot, because obviously I've mentioned it in the collaboration videos that I have shared, and also I've done a look or two with this as well. I just love it so much. It's perfect. And even now we're going into autumn, you know, it is an all-round palette, because if you didn't want to wear these tones, you could go for these to make it a little bit, you know, I suppose autumnal. But even so, you could still use these in the autumn. I mean, it's just an amazing, oops, nearly dropped it, all round palette. Nearly dropped it on the floor. Whoops. That would not have been a good day. Anyway, the last collaboration that I wanted to share with you is something that has been more recent, but I love it. And it is the Revolution and the Emily Edit the Once. So it's a much larger palette. I'm not altogether keen with these large palettes because I find that they're difficult. Obviously, if you put your makeup on and then you have to, I don't know, go somewhere and you have to have it in your bag, you need quite a big bag for it. But if you are travelling with this and you need a big mirror, you are definitely going to love this. Again, you've got everything that you'll ever need eyeshadow wise within this palette. Again, Emily's done such a brilliant job. Initially, I thought, and I have mentioned this, wow, I'm going to be overwhelmed. It's large, you know, it's there's a lot of colours in here, but actually the beauty of this palette, well, you need to see it in person, but it's again been really well thought out. The only criticism I have about this palette is I would have preferred to see, you know, like that green next to that green, only because I like to see colours together so that I can get a good idea of what colours work with the other colour, if you see what I mean. Like, I really like the purples together. That's a deeper purple, so I like that, and I just love colours together so that I can, like I say, get to grips with it being a new palette. But I just love it so much. It's beautiful, worth every penny, and yeah, stunning. Now, I love this one as well from Emily. It's called the Emily Edit the Needs. So I really, out of the two, I love the eyeshadow palette more. But saying that, I have actually been wearing this a lot too. Now, this is the Needs. So the wants is the eyeshadows. The needs are, I suppose, more necessary, and it was a little bit of a, and you've got a big mirror in there as well. So this is more of your needs, shades that you obviously need to wear. So your contour or bronzer, really love that shade. But my favourite out of the whole of this palette is the blush, which is called Joy. So I really love this, which is called Courage, and I love this, but they are basically the only two shades I'm using from this palette. I don't particularly like the highlight, and I'm not 100% about the eyeshadows, although I do like that. And of course I will probably get round to using that, although I'll be using the Imagens palette first, just because it's got all of the shades and products that I wear. So I really do like this, but I just feel that out of the whole palette, the only shades I'm using are these two. So, you know, I don't know. I do love it, otherwise I wouldn't have mentioned it, but it's only for those two shades. So the eyeshadow, I suppose, like I say, definitely is my favourite out of the two. So that is my monthly favourites, everything that I was loving throughout the month of August. Some of these I'm still loving, like the nail polish, well, a lot of it actually, I'm still, in fact all of it, I'm still loving. I'm still using it. And it was very, very easy to pick these products, because I think actually this is near enough everything I showed within August, apart from the Revolution Pro products. But Revolution Pro, ever since they launched, I have been a huge fan. I just love everything that I've tried within the range. I don't think there's anything that I tried that I didn't like. So I could probably say in September favourites, I would still love them, but I've chosen obviously different shades. I think apart from the Jouer, because obviously I'm trying to force myself to use those products, Revolution Pro are the only lipsticks I'm really wearing. I would love, as always in my favourite videos, I would love to hear what you are loving from what I've shared with you. I would also love to know what you are loving from your collection of makeup. And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. As I always say, I can't get to my goal, which is 10,000. I'm nearly there, 10,000 subscribers without you. So I would love it if you subscribed. And not only that, I try and share with you lots and lots of Revolution products, because I think that Revolution is definitely the one and only up and coming brand for me, and you all seem to love the videos. So yeah, all I need to say now is until tomorrow. I forgot what I was saying there. I was thinking about Revolution, obviously. Yeah, until tomorrow now. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Thank you. Bye.